Well, good evening, Southeast, awesome representatives, and hello to all who will be listening to our replay. It looks like we don't have quite as many this evening that are joining us live, but that's okay because I'm sure that they're out getting those last minute orders, ending the year, campaign 26 strong, moving up titles and just working on those double dollars and just working the business and out there with the customers. But we're so happy to have those of you who are able to join us this evening live. And it's cold outside. I don't know how it is where you are. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Last week, Kelly and I were together. And this week, and by the way, this is Jeanette Wilson speaking for those of you who are joining us for the first time. But it is cold out there. But I'm just wondering if it's also on your mind who's going to win that Viva Pink Mini Cooper that's been on tour these last few months, actually. So I know everywhere we go, people say, just leave it, it's mine, it's mine. So it'll be interesting to see, and I'm sure we will announce it too once we find out, and that should be probably mid to the end of the month. Then we can also share it on this platform too. But this has been such a fun Thursday evening of 30 minutes of sharing. And Kelly, if you could go ahead and put the next slide up. And our Avon Facebook page, I always like to put a plug out for that. So please make sure that you are registered, you've joined our Southeast Region New Avon Facebook. This shows you how to join it. And we accept you and pass the word around to other of your peers, your friends in the Southeast region, because that's where you see a lot of recognition and all the photos. And tonight, we've got two beautiful representatives, Patty Royal, who will be sharing the value of being an Avon consultant and not an order taker and holiday opportunities. And then we also have awesome Celeste Frederick, who's going to be talking about leveraging the A-Box to generate future orders. And before we get started, I just wanted to remind you about questions. Make sure that you are posting in the chat box any comments or questions that you may have as you're listening to our representatives as they're speaking. And if you don't get your answer tonight, then you can always listen to the replay and also view the slides and get their contact information right on their profile slide. So we always provide their email address, their phone number, and our speakers are always very willing to share. So with that, I'd like to turn this over to Sales Development Coach Vanessa Moore. And Vanessa, if you could please do the introduction.
I sure will. Thank you, Jeanette. Hello, Southeast. And you're right, Jeanette, it's a little chilly here in Atlanta with things, but I have the great pleasure tonight of introducing one of our speakers. She is in my sales territory for the Southeast region. She has been with Avon, just celebrated her 4th year. She has been a President's Club member each year that she's been with Avon, and she too is here in the Atlanta area, particularly Jonesboro, and you see her contact information. But I have learned so much from Patty in the 4 years that she's been with Avon, and I'm thrilled to introduce to you tonight Patty Royal to share her thoughts and comments on how she's been so successful. So Patty, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you. As they said, my name is Patty Royal, and I reside here in Jonesboro, Georgia. And for 4 years now, I have managed to accomplish the President's Club Award or above. But what I want to talk to you about today is about being a seller of your Avon products and not just an order taker. And it's something that I learned, believe it or not. I took it from Vanessa. Vanessa said it, and I took it to heart and went forward with it. First of all, what I decided to do was to find products that I could get at the lowest cost. As a result of that, I've learned to maximize the what's new, to maximize on the deal of the day, and here recently, the Miami Sales Center. So all of those opportunities are a chance to get things a little bit cheaper than we would get them when we're just placing orders for our customers. And I wouldn't just buy anything on the deal of the day. I buy things that I know my customers will use so that I'm able to move them and continue to make money on a regular basis. So therefore, even sometimes when they're placing orders, I can say, well, would you like this tomorrow? Rather than, having to say, well, I'll place this order for you and I'll see you in 2 weeks or less. So that helps, because people will have said to me, well, you know what, you get stuff back so fast. I'd rather deal with you than to deal with the lady that I was dealing with. And I'm not out to steal anyone's customer. So I tell them that, well, if you have an Avon lady, you can deal with her, but it's your choice, because I understand that if I'm presenting something different, then they want to shop with me, then they will shop with me. And that's the same thing for either of you, each of you. If you're presenting something different that makes your customers want to shop with you, then they will shop with you, even if they had known another Avon lady in the past. But the thing about that is to always have products that people want. And that is, when I get my demos from What's New, I will find something that I know people will love, and I'll order the maximum that I can. And then I will put one in my purse or one in my bag, depending on what it is, but I make it available for people to see the product, feel the product, use the product, smell the product, whatever it is, out of the regular size container. And of course, I have 2 or 3 more available that I can sell if they want them right away. And so that is good for sales. And then I can take pre-orders and then order when it's time for my order to go in. So that helps me with sales as well. Then I'm continuously wearing my Avon products. So people are saying, oh, I love those earrings. I love that shirt. Oh, baby, this Avon. And I can get it for you. And people, see that I have put together the Avon style, and they want the style as well. So they are continuing to order the things that they see me wearing. And sometimes I may take something off and sell it. It just depends on if they want it bad enough, and if I'm not so in love with it and can't get it back from Avon again. So the main thing is to recognize that you're selling Avon. You're not just putting your books out there and waiting on somebody to call you with an order. You're always ready to sell Avon. And that's my philosophy. I'm always ready to sell Avon. Some people can call me Miss Avon rather than Miss Patty. Okay, another thing that I want to share with you is about holiday selling opportunities. I learned I guess it's been about 2 years ago now, I put all the Avon products that I would have on hand as a result of ordering from the 3 places that I just told you about, as well as things that maybe people ordered and didn't pick up or something of that nature. But I would set it all up in the house and call it an open house, Avon open house. And I would make my own flyer, and the flyer would be made on maybe a pastel paper or something of that nature based on the colors of the season. And I would pass out a few flyers, but I would take a picture of the flyer and email and text it out to everyone that I know. So then, therefore, this house is open to everyone. But I don't put my address on the flyer. I only put my phone number, and I ask them to call and RSVP. I have a time span, maybe 2 days or 3 days that I'm doing it. And then I say, well, pick your day and your time. And when you contact me with your day and your time, and you keep that day and time, then I give you a 10% discount. And if you're not able to keep that time, but you bring someone with you, then you're still eligible for the discount. So that way it's open to bring a friend or family member so that more people can come and enjoy the opportunity. But I set it up. I put the clothes on the clothes rack, and I put the shoes out, and I put the makeup out, and I put the jewelry out, I put the footwear out, I put the bath items out. Whatever I have is all available for people to come through and shop. I set up a small little table with some goodies. I might serve wine. I might have a punch that doesn't contain wine, with a very delicious cake, and maybe a few chips if people don't want anything sweet, and perhaps some nuts. And in the events like that, I have earned $300 to $500 in a 2-day span. Also, something that I've made kind of my signature thing is doing baskets. And I create baskets that cost from $10 to $35. And they're all unique. All year long, I'm in thrift stores and at yard sales and whatever. I'm looking for these very nice, unique baskets that people have already used and they don't have any use for it anymore. So they're selling them for very cheap. And I take the baskets and I give them each one of them a little theme, and I put different things in them for different price ranges. And at different holidays, people are expecting for me to come to their jobs and come to different places and park and say that I'm here, and it's usually the last minute before the holiday because people will have waited until the last minute and they need something. They can't go home tomorrow without something. So here they are, and they're buying. They can't choose between one or the other because they're all so cute, and they usually buy 2 or maybe 3 of the baskets. And that has been very lucrative during holiday season. All of the holidays, do a little bit of Mother's Day, Father's Day, do some for Valentine's Day, and even make yourself available to make baskets for people for birthdays and different things, because you have your customers, you let them know that you are available to service them. Even open up and just let men come in and shop for the females in their life for special events. There are many different ways for it to be done, and that's what I've done. I look for different opportunities to do things.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Patty. You were really inspiring. I love hearing your story. And Patty works a full-time job. So what I hear you saying, Patty, is you work a full-time job. And so in regards to maximizing your Avon, you have to work smarter, not harder. And so I love what you said about knowing your customers, knowing your inventory. I love how, whether it's with those products that you're demonstrating or like with your seasonal home events and your baskets, you're making everything like an experience, letting your customers to see products, smell them in advance, feel them, how it works. And it's easy to see why you're maximizing your earnings as you're, knowing your inventory and knowing what your customers want. I think that it really just kind of equates to a really fun shopping experience. And I don't know about everybody else who's listening in, but I certainly want some of your very delicious cake that you mentioned at your seasonal home event. I'm sold on that, but I just really think you're working so smart with your with how you work in terms of being a consultant, not an order taker, and maximizing the seasonal opportunities in your home events and baskets. Thank you so much for providing us that info. It's something that everybody on the call could duplicate, truly. So very powerful information. And now coming out with even more powerful information and to share about our next speaker, I'd like to turn it over to Leadership Development Coach, Sheila Day. Hey, Sheila.
Hello, can you hear me okay, Kelly?
We can. Good evening.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you, representatives. Thank you for joining us on this call. And I am so excited to introduce Celeste. Celeste has been with us right at 2 years, so about half the time of Patty. She is a gold ambassador. She has also reached Honor Society sales level. She lives in Antioch, Tennessee. She has already over 4,200 points towards her cruise goals. She is going on that cruise ship. So I'm just so excited to have her here tonight to talk to you about a little tip that she mentioned to me a while back on how she leverages her A-Box to generate future orders. So Celeste, take it away and let us know what you've got to share.
Can you hear me?
Are you with us? Oh, I can now.
Can
yes.
You hear me?
Go.
I am.
Very good. I'm going to mute you. Go right ahead.
Okay. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. I'm excited to be here tonight and share with you some tips about the A-Box. As you know, what the A-Box looks like, and I think we do have a slide that shows that under here shows the A-Box. Well, what I do is, that we can use the A-Box to increase our sales as an add-on. If a customer has a $40 order, it's a good way to get that $50 order and have that A-Box to sell that A-Box. So what I do is my orders generally, average, I would say anywhere from, $400 to $1,200, depending on, the campaign. But what I do is I take advantage of the groups. That's one thing I do. I have a group that's different than my Avon Facebook page. My group is like a customer group. So all of my customers go into this group, my Avon page, and I try to keep that very interesting and very interactive so that people, when they see me posting in that, they know that they want to tune in. And one thing that I do is maybe a few days before my order is due. Now, meanwhile, customers have been giving me orders and I'm offering the A-Box. But in my mind and on paper, I'm calculating how many A-Boxes that I can offer to customers who may not have even placed an order. So what I do is, say, for instance, I have $400 in order for which none of the customers wanted A-Boxes. Well, I'm going to offer 10 A-Boxes to those in my customer group who did not necessarily place orders. In the beginning, you're not really making money off of that, but also have an opportunity to introduce the product to people. You're not losing any money. So in my idea, as long as I'm not really losing money, I see it as a benefit because you're able to offer those products to customers at a less expensive price. And when you offer that with a brochure, that gives them an opportunity for you to follow up and see how they like the product and even order full size or those products in the next brochure. Another thing that it does is it helps you to meet your sales goals. So if you're able to offer the A-Box to every customer, not necessarily if they placed an order or not, yes, it's just a $10 order, but it's a future sale that you have you're introducing products to those customers never tried before. The A-Box should get sales. So we have the cruise boss. And so to get the maximum number of points, you need $500 in sales. Any way that you meet your goals, use it. Anything that you can use to encourage customers to stay engaged. Because, customers don't always order every time. They don't order every time, but if you just offer them products that you may have, and even if that's the only thing they have is that A-Box, when I deliver it, that face-to-face contact, you're able to keep them abreast of what's going on. You're able to share more with them about the products. You're able to follow up with them and, how do you like the products? It's just a win-win all the way around because you're getting, it boosts your total sales. It increases customer engagement and satisfaction because everyone knows that for $10, they're getting a great deal with those A-Boxes. So what I even do also is I add boxes for myself personally. So every campaign, I try to at least have one box that I order for myself. And so I take the boxes as I'm delivering. So I have boxes from going back 3 or 4 or 5 different campaigns. I take those as I'm delivering them, and I have them on hand so that I can share those as I'm delivering, and I offer them to customers as well as add-on orders. Really successful for so far this Christmas season. I've had maybe 20 A-Boxes, and I've been able to offer those to people, not just customers. People want gifts for teachers, for their kids' teachers. They want them for their bosses. They want them for coworkers. So I've been able to offer these to people who have not even been customers before, and they have the opportunity to purchase these. Everybody's looking for gifts under $10. So if I say, well, here's something that you can give to someone for $10, it's just the A-Box. Take this. They may have never bought anything from me before, but right then and there is an opportunity for me to offer that. And then I have a new customer gained as well because as there was the opportunity to get a new customer, because as they gift those boxes, my contact information is in there with a business card. And I'm also have the point of contact to be able to follow up at a later time as well. So I just say the A-Box to me is just something that is really, really good for you to build upon for your business. I have some other notes. If you're looking to join to earn Press Club, any add-on sales help, and the A-Box is just a really, really good way to do that. I think that's all I have in my notes.
Well, thank you, Celeste, so much. Oh my gosh, you gave us a lot to think about. And there were a couple little times where you broke up a little bit, but I think I was able to capture some of the things that you were saying. And first off, that is just brilliant, thinking about having a customer group separate just for your customers so that you can really service them well as far as keeping them up to speed and up to date with, you know, your offers and what you want to give to them, and really take advantage of that. And then, you know, it sounds like you are using the A-Box as a demoing. It's like using them as samples so then that those customers can come back and buy the full-size product. And the big thing that I heard too is face-to-face. So you are carrying an A-Box with you so that you are seeing them face-to-face to be able to really capitalize on, you know, showing those unique products and then getting new customers. Or maybe, like, I love how you said, if, you know, you're totaling up your sales and you're identifying, oh my gosh, I have all these A-Boxes that I can offer to customers that, you know, that are not normally buying from me, and maybe you get new customers, and then you also are very, very good at follow-up. So I really thank you for that. And it's amazing because when I heard both you and Patty speak, it sounds like you're doing your Avon every day, wherever you go. You're wearing it, you're talking it, and it's on your mind as a business. It's always, your mind's always turning. Even Patty, oh my gosh, I had to chuckle when she said, you know, I wear the product and I'll take it off and sell it right off my body. So that was really cute. But anyway, thank you very much, both of you. And I'm going to turn this back over to Kelly for added comments.
Thanks, Jeanette. So last week, we were really excited to introduce something new to our weekly Southeast Shares call. And we're going to continue to offer this each and every week. Straight out of the Miami Sales Center, aka the Southeast Sales Center, is our weekly exclusive bundle that's just for this call and specifically for our Avon Southeast region representatives. So a little bit different bundle than last week. This week's Southeast bundle includes some holiday products, you know, a very timely type bundle, but it also includes some other items, some things that maybe are older, maybe not even available in some cases anymore, but straight out of the Miami Sales Center and available to you. This bundle has award sales of over $112, and some of the items in the bundle contain double dollar earning opportunities. So take advantage of these bundles weekly. You know, one thing that I heard from Celeste, you know, she mentioned that people really love the opportunity to have like low price type product cash and carry on hand. So, you know, the $10 A-Box is an opportunity to have that cash and carry on hand to really maximize those opportunities with customers to sell. Well, so same thing here. Think of ways that when you purchase this Miami Sales Center bundle, that you could split the product up for some of those easy breezy, you know, $10 or less cash and carry type gifts, or things that you can use to bundle together and leverage, like how Patty is for gift baskets or at a holiday open house. These are really great opportunities for last minute stocking stuffers. You name it, this bundle can be used in so many ways. And again, it's exclusive to us here in the Southeast. So we will post this link that's direct to the bundle, so you can order it from the Miami Sales Center. We're going to post it on our Southeast Region Facebook page, so stay tuned for that. We'll give you all the details and the link that you can use to order it from. But you just keep in mind that sales representatives from most areas in the Southeast can order from the Miami Sales Center. And here's the specifics in regards to how you can place your order via phone, email, fax, etc. So I'll give you a second to screenshot this. But again, we'll be sure to post the link to the replay of this video on our Facebook page so that you can capture this information at a later date if you need to. And then as you're placing your order with Miami Sales Center, this is the information that's required to complete your order to place it. So important info to know in regards to Miami Sales Center. I know Patty mentioned she leveraged it. She leverages it so that she can get product at a greater discount to maximize her earnings. And you can do just that with any order from the Miami Sales Center, but especially this exclusive bundle. So That's it for this week. Another amazing opportunity for us to come together as a region, share some hot tips, and really share what's working for you out there. We love hearing all the ideas. You guys you work so smart, and I love how you're sharing with each other and really offering each other opportunities to give ideas to others, so that we can all grow together. So I wonder, do you have a hot tip? So whether it's something fundamental, that you're just really maximizing, maybe it's a new concept, tried and true selling technique, whatever it is, we want to know what's growing your business, what's working for you. Share your hot tip with us and be featured on one of our upcoming weekly Southeast Shares calls. So be sure to reach out to your mentor, maybe your coach, or you can post on our Southeast Region Facebook group and let us know what your hot tip is so that we can feature you. Until next week, thanks again for joining us and for all the sharing, and we look forward to doing it again next week. Good night.